When we come with that heat, we got skip on the.
Did you say your play? We had the same play on this one.
I have not said it yet, but
how about we say it? 3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
Everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth.
You remember when we became friends? You were gonna punch me, but one I'm really gonna sprinkle on, and this is solely because the Mighty Mouse podcast. You know what I'm about to say.
I do.
And this is gonna sound crazy.
If every favorite wins, we're screwed in our picks. Oh no!
Oh, get him out of here. No. Never mind. In the episode. In the episode.
Welcome back in to $1 Million Extras UFC 316 breakdown. It's Skylar. It's Kyle. Second video in the same week. Shout out to you, Kyle. Thanks for
you're taking all my time, dude.
Yeah, thanks for making.
I can't even hang out with my family anymore.
You ain't got a family, bro.
Oh,
let's be honest. No, I'm joking. I'm your family, even though we're a state apart almost.
Long distance family, LDF.
So, Kyle, there's a lot going on Saturday night in Newark, New Jersey. Sean O'Malley gets his rematch against the Bantamweight champion, Merab Dvalishvili, who took O'Malley's title from him at UFC 308. That's going to be our main event Saturday nights. Just before that, Julianna Pena and Kayla Harrison are fighting for the Bantamweight title in the women's division. Pena is the champion. Harrison, the challenger. But if you look at the main card, Kyle, what I'm seeing, what you're seeing, a bunch of big odds, pretty much, in the money line. 4 of the 5 favorites on the main card have odds of minus 280 or lower. So what were you saying about what you expect for pretty much the whole night Saturday?
I think it'll be a night of upsets. If the odds are that crazy, I mean, surely not every favorite's going to win. Watch, fast forward, every favorite wins. But it's like, if every favorite wins, that's crazy. So
if every favorite wins, we're screwed in our picks.
True. So I think there's money to be made.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. We'll start it off with the last prelim of the night before the main card gets started. Joshua Van, Bruno Silva in a flyweight bout. And the prelims should be about 8 or 9, 9 o'clock or so Saturday night. What do you see in this matchup, Kyle?
I like Joshua Van. Joshua Van's good. Don't get me wrong. I was watching Kamaru and Henry podcast about it. And I kind of agree with what I think it was Henry was saying. The first time I'll ever agree with what Henry was saying. But I like Joshua Van. But I do like Bruno Silva as well. I think Bruno Silva is a training partner of him, so he's probably showing a little favoritism. Regardless, I like Bruno Silva in this one for some reason. Joshua Van is a dog. He's, known to just be scrappy. I like his mentality. But I think I'm going to have to take Bruno Silva money line on this one. But a safer bet, I like the distance on this one. These two are tough guys. Distance is minus 116. I like that one.
All right. And speaking of big upsets, we're kicking it off with one right there. Bruno Silva on the money line plus 430 if you're going to go that way. Maybe something to sprinkle on or so if you want. But
yeah.
We're really just going to go through, tell all the picks. We have a video that's already out going through kind of all the UFC headlines that we did a couple of days ago. But Vicente Luque, Kyle, and Kevin Holland in a welterweight bout to start the prelims. Start the main card about 10 o'clock Saturday night. I see this one a matchup that's favorable to both sides, and stylistically, I think that each fighter is going to kind of go at each other, and I'm not going to say go the distance, but over 2.5 rounds plus 124 is what I've got my eye on.
That's where we differ. I like Kevin Holland. I like Vicente Luque. Here lately, I've been leaning on the Luque side, but I'm not going to touch either one of them money line. I think I'm going to take plus 162 distance, and I think if they go over 2.5, they're going to hit that 3 mark. Hope I'm not, shooting myself in the foot. But these two are also tough. I know it's boring, but I think this one goes the distance as well.
Kevin Holland, the favorite, minus 280 to start off the main card. Vicente Luque, plus 210. The next fight on the card, Mario Bautista and Patchy Mix, who is making his UFC debut as the favorite, minus 186. Mario Bautista on the money line, plus 144. Another good matchup in this one, Kyle?
Oh, yeah. I think that Patchy Mix is coming in, talking hot. I think he's just getting, I see what he's doing. He's trying to sell himself. He's new to the organization. He's accomplished a lot at his old organization, but I truly think that Mario Bautista is a way tougher opponent than he's just, expecting. I think he maybe expects it, but at least he's telling the fans, he's telling the people, I'm going to run through this guy. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to submit him, whatever the case is. I like that talk, but I like Mario Bautista as well. People hate on him for his Jose Aldo performance. They say it was boring and it was a robbery, but I could see Mario Bautista pulling this one off money line just because Patchy Mix, if he comes in with just that hot head thinking he's just going to power through him, I think he's going to expect something different.
It is a night of bantamweight bouts here in this main card. That's the first one of the three in the main card. Kelvin Gastelum, Joe Pyre, a middleweight fight, Kyle. Joe Pyre, a much bigger fighter. We saw that in the face-off today. Minus 410 on the money line. Big favorite, 13-3. Kelvin Gastelum, a vet, 20-9 in his career. This 3-round fight, it could go the distance, but I just think Joe Pyre is going to smother Kelvin Gastelum, and I could be eating my words like we said, but no distance, minus 128 is what I'm looking at. And I actually have a second play in this fight. I'm looking at Pyre double chance, knockout or submission, plus 120, and that's what I've got. I think that was actually your play, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's my play is Joe Pyre for KO or sub, plus 120. I think this one's going to be a good matchup. We have Kelvin Gastelum. He's been in there with the best of the best. I don't think he'll be a completely easy opponent, but I like to say, the size, because they walk in at the same weight, all that jazz. The size doesn't matter. But I will have to say that Joe Pyre's huge. Yeah. And that could, seal the deal for him. I had KO sub. Regardless, I think it's going to be a dog fight. I think they know it's going to be a dog fight too. So it'll be a little messy fight. It'll be a fun fight, I think, to watch. It might be, and I hope I'm not biting my tongue when I say this, I think it'll be a fight of the night contender. It'll be like a very scrappy fight, as well as the Joshua Van fight.
Yeah. I didn't mean to take your play from you there, buddy.
No, you're all good, brother.
I apologize. I even had it written down.
Hey, family.
Long distance. But yeah, I think this is a very exciting card. There's a lot of people that were looking at it whenever it was first finalized, at least the main card, and we're kind of, rolling their eyes at it. I think it's going to be a night full of fights that are very exciting. We're going to see some upsets. Whether we get those upsets right or not, who knows? Only time will tell. But into the co-main event we go, Kyle. Julianna Pena, the bantamweight champion in the women's division, defending her title against Kayla Harrison, who is the heavy favorite at minus 750. How do you see this one going? I feel like there's a lot of trash talk between these two, and that kind of gets me excited.
There's a lot of animosity. They're selling the fight really well. Arguably, they're selling the fight better than the main event, but I think the main event's going to speak for itself. We'll get to that. Kayla Harrison, dude, her trash talk was looking nice at the press conference today. She was spitting some facts. But Julianna Pena, a lot of people get, what is the word? The ick, I guess, from her. Not even the ick. They get, like, the cringe. She's, like, very cringy. I think she's still just a tough boxer, though. So I think that. Did you say your play? We had the same play on this one.
I have not said it yet, but
how about we say it? 3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Over 3.5
3.5 rounds, baby. Plus 108. Cash it.
Yeah, I see this going to the ground a lot. Kayla Harrison likes to overpower her opponents. She only has one loss that came against a fighter who kind of gave her a taste of her own medicine, if you will. She's jacked, Kyle. Kayla Harrison is jacked. Over 3.5 rounds.
I don't see how she makes 135. Bro.
Yeah, I don't either, dude. I don't either. But over 3.5 rounds is what we're looking at, plus 108 in that one. Do you think Pena has a chance to retain her title in this one?
I mean, I think there's always a chance. There's always what do they call it? Like the fighter's chance or a puncher's chance. I mean,
any given Sunday.
I definitely believe that in this case. This could be one of the upsets we were talking about. I think the odds are kind of crazy, but the last time I said that, I think I also shot myself in the foot. So I'm just going to be quiet on that. I do think Kayla Harrison will get it done. Regardless, do I think Pena's completely out of it? I think she definitely has a chance. I mean, come on. She's in there swinging them things. I think she could land one of them. It could change it. Hey, all it takes is one shot to change the fight.
Yeah. Everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. It's Mike Tyson.
You remember when we became friends, you were going to punch me. And I was like, had to say, hey, man, I'm joking around.
I don't think we were going to be friends at that point just yet. I think it was like the next year.
Nah, they don't care about this now, whatever. But essentially, Skylar almost punched me in the mouth.
Yeah, and that was the start of our beautiful friendship in 6th grade.
I had to punch him in his.
But now, Kyle, it is time. Shout out Bruce Buffer. Sean O'Malley, Sugar Sean, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili, main event for the Bantamweight title. Merab took the title from Sean in UFC 306 at the Sphere back in October. Now, Sean hadn't fought since then, had surgery on his hip, been healing up, been getting into what he says is the best shape of his life. He's quit the weed, he's quit the social media. We all know that. Merab has fought since that fight. He defended his title in our first episode, actually, UFC 311 against Umar Nurmagomedov. Kyle, it's time. What do you see happening?
Brother.
Big O'Malley guy.
We know. For a safe play here, first of all, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. There's two outcomes of this fight. It's going to be a Cheeto Vera Sean O'Malley 2.0 or 2.0 in a sense of Merab.
Of the last one.
You see what I'm saying? It's going to be him just picking him apart the entire fight and Merab constantly pressuring him forward. However, we saw that teep kick slowly and the body shots slowly add up on Merab. I think that was affecting him a lot. We saw him possibly here recently have a broken toe. I think that'll play into it. He has both of his hips. He'll be able to, circle off just like Umar was, circling off the takedowns. He'll be able to showboat less because of that. Because obviously, if you're losing in showboating, you look like a loser. So I think that if he starts circling off these takedown attempts and is able to actually defend these attempts, my pick. Money line, Sean O'Malley, plus 220. I also have an under 4.5, plus 215 pick.
Ooh. Sean getting it done?
Also, this is no bias. I'm not trying to be biased in this one. Is Merab's also saying he's going for the finish.
Very true.
So if he's chasing that finish, I don't think I've ever heard him say he's going to chase a finish. That's just not his style. That could get him caught with a bad shot. That could mean he's actually going to get the finish. It could mean a lot of things. I think that if both of them are chasing the finish, usually a finish happens, but that's not what they're selling the fight. They're selling the fight of it's going to be a good fight. A lot of the times we see this type of hype, the fight ends. So that is my pick, plus 220 and or 4.5 rounds. I might sprinkle on both of those, but one I'm really going to sprinkle on, and this is solely because the Mighty Mouse podcast, you know what I'm about to say.
I do.
And this is going to sound crazy, but I'm ready. From the Mighty Mouse podcast, it seemed that Mighty Mouse kind of leaked some info. Not even leaked, really, but they were telling about them sparring and or rolling together, and Sean O'Malley caught him with a darce, if I remember correctly. I think I heard that correct. Caught him with a darce, once or twice or a few times. I don't know how it was said. I got to go back and watch it. But a sprinkling Sean O'Malley by sub plus 2,900. Because it's fun. Why not?
Sugar submission plus 2,900. I'm with you, Kyle. The only difference in our play is I'm taking Sean O'Malley double chance knockout or points plus 230. So I may just want to change that up and take the money line. We'll see. But there is another one. We like to use the Blue app. Okay. Whenever we place our bets,
it'll be on there eventually. But we had to sneak over to the Green app.
I had to do a little bit of research into the green stuff and see Sean O'Malley over 0.5 takedowns. So he just needs to land one takedown in the whole fight at least, plus 600. And Kyle, I think you and I both like those odds.
Oh, brother, I love those odds. You're telling me he can just trip him and possibly push him down? What? Come on. He can use his momentum. Merab has a lot of momentum pushing forward. He can take that momentum and circle off the shoulder and hopefully get a little takedown himself. Will he do that for sure? We're obviously not sure on that. But I like the chance of plus 600 in that happening for one takedown.
As always, bet responsibly. Put your whole house on all of these. Joking, obviously. Bet responsibly, 21 up, all that.
Whoa, Skylar, what do you think's gonna happen? Tell me what's gonna happen there in the fight, man. Don't just give me your play.
Okay. You really ready for this breakdown, Kyle? I'm about to give you.
You don't have to go round by round. Just
I'm not going around.
Spit it out. Okay.
We're
about to be here for 25 minutes.
Merab's a machine, and if this was a rematch for Sean O'Malley against pretty much any other fighter in the bantamweight division, let's say he lost the first round, coming back for his title, same situation against pretty much the rest of the bantamweight division, I would take Sugar Sean every night, twice on Sundays. Okay. With it being Merab, it worries me. Merab is a machine. We all know he's the reigning defending bantamweight champion. He also has the record for the most amount of takedowns in UFC history.
That's all he's good for. He got that record. He's done. He's cooked now.
He likes to take the fight to the ground, hold him on the ground, hold the fighter against the cage, land some body shots, land some kicks and whatnot in the mount. But I just feel like everything is leaning in Sean's direction right now. Talking about vibes, talking about the feeling. He's undefeated on the East Coast. If he's wearing the pink trunks, he's undefeated in the pink trunks. Not coloring his hair. Hadn't done that since 2020. Like I said earlier, quit the weed, quit the social media. Just had a kid a couple of weeks ago.
We didn't even mention that. That's right.
We did mention the other episode.
Oh, yeah, other episode.
Hadn't this one. But yeah, so, I think you told me fighters, whenever they have a kid,
I'm solely speaking from Charles Oliveira. Okay. I guess I could think of other examples, but everybody knows when Charles Oliveira had his kid, it just lit a fire in him and he went on that insane tear.
And this isn't Sean's first kid, but he won the title, I think, maybe after she was born or right before his first kid was born. But anyways, I think all of this plays into a factor. It all leads in Sugar Sean O'Malley's direction. And
Did you see that he apparently has a jet planned for heading home at 3 a.m. And, pretty much after he's done with, I guess, interviews and all that stuff, he's heading right back home. So he's literally coming for a business trip. Seems like a real, obviously he's been pretty serious this whole camp. Hasn't been, on any pods and whatnot. But now he's finally, I guess, getting closer to fight week. He's
got to promote it a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to promote it a little bit. That being said,
not to mention his whole,
see a different person.
Not to mention his whole fight camp was taking place at his new gym that was just built. So yeah, I think there are so many factors leaning in Sean O'Malley's direction that I just feel like he gets it done. I feel like this is the one. Merab worries me a little bit, but
Merab's a tough test, but I think that once those teeps to the liver We saw it, at the end of the fight. Obviously, he was giving him jabs and whatnot. You saw his side completely red, but that adds up over time. And if that happens earlier on, then, now that he's already faced him, he knows what he's in for. He knows he knows he's going to get pressed up against the fence. There's no, saying he's not going to get pressed up at the fence. He's not going to get, shot on. That's going to happen. But I think it all changes this time.
So those are the plays. That's what we think is going to happen Saturday night. I will go back over my plays, and Kyle, you can do the same. I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 7 plays. Okay, a couple of them are just little sprinkles or so. My first one was Vicente Luque, Kevin Holland, over 2.5 rounds. That's plus 124. Kelvin Gastelum, Joe Pyre, no distance, minus 128. Joe Pyre, double chance, KO or sub, plus 120. Julianna Pena, Kayla Harrison, over 3.5 rounds, plus 108. Sugar Sean O'Malley, double chance, knockout or points, plus 230. And I may just take money line. I haven't decided on that one. On the green app, I've got Sugar Sean over 0.5 takedowns, plus 600. And I'll save my sprinkle since it was Kyle's play. I'll let him tell that one.
All right, let's go 100% on these. Let's go Wang Kong by KO, TKO, or KO or sub, plus 115, prelim fight. Bruno Silva, money line. I'm going to sprinkle on that, plus 430. But I more like that fight to go the distance, minus 116. Kevin Holland, Vicente Luque, plus 162 distance. Mario Bautista, money line, plus 144. Joe Pyre, KO or sub, plus 120. Kayla Harrison, Julianna Pena, over 3.5 rounds, plus 108. And last but not least, Sean O'Malley, money line, plus 220. That being said, the sprinkle was, I'm also going to take the 1 plus takedown. That one's just fun. That one's a good sprinkle, and also a good sprinkle just for fun, solely because Mighty Mouse. Sean O'Malley by submission, plus 2,900.
Well, there you have it. UFC 316 breakdown. Kyle, is there anything else you'd like to add?
That's all. That's all, brother.
That's all, folks. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've seen the last episode. We may have another one next week, so stay tuned for that. Definitely $1 Million Radio coming your way that we'll film on Monday. But those are the plays for UFC 316 in Newark, New Jersey. Sugar Sean O'Malley, Merab Dvalishvili, the main events. And
hey, real quick, Skylar, let's get a last take. Who do we got, Sean or Merab?
What's up, Ethan?
Gonna be Merab again, dude.
Oh no!
Get him out of here. No. Never mind. In the episode. In the episode.
Does he have any other plays that he would like to add?
Any other plays you want to add? A lot right now.
Right now? Today? NBA Finals? Right now?
No, for UFC.
UFC only.
Yeah, UFC. Shoot.
One play right now.
Merab.
Oh, okay. Get this guy out of here.
Alrighty, that'll do it, folks. Thanks for watching UFC 316 breakdown, and as always, we'll see you next time.